Question from Geek Facts on Instagram. What advice would you give an Instagram influencer when it comes to advertising? I break that down into two sides. I think the first one is find your niche and own it. I'm yet to come across a successful creator who hasn't at least started and grown their audience in a niche. You can then get a little bit wider as you go on, but you've got to build that niche audience. Now, in order to do that, you've got to be putting out niche relevant content, and you've got to own that every day. If you try to go too wide too quickly, it will fall on deaf ears. So that would be one, around don't stretch yourself too far, make sure you're giving the audience what they want. The second thing is, how do you do it from an advertising point of view, is you've got to start understanding what brands are looking for. You've got to start understanding what agencies like us are looking for. That means that you need to start trying to understand why your audience does certain things. Start to do your own A/B testing. If you've got a brand post, for example, if it's coming from us, you might have very specific instructions. If it isn't and it's pretty loose and you're putting 3 posts out and they're not telling you what to do, then put 3 very different calls to actions out and track the difference in success. Track the click-throughs, track the conversions beyond that. That is where brands are going. You know, for the last 3 or 4 years, people have been getting away with selling followers. We've never done that because we don't believe that's the future of the industry. Brands are starting to wake up to that too. If you really want to get that brand way in an effective way, you've got to be looking at KPIs that brands are looking at, and what they're looking at is much, much lower down the funnel than influencers think. So the best influencers we work with and the most effective ones are the ones that understand that. They understand that ultimately, when they're doing that, they're an advertising channel. And so understanding where the different conversions fall-offs are, which is not something the average influencer thinks about every day, but it's the difference between being good and being brilliant.